today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what did the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Carolina.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So,
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 44 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And that is incomplete.
Ryan's pass intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. He was covered by...
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Forced out to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2 on the counter. Gurley.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game.
2nd and 6.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out to his left. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Intended for Calvin Ridley.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Panthers 7, Falcons 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
At their own
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 62 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Touchdown.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Matt Ryan. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On the move to his left. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
tackle.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They go play action with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, a touchdown machine. He scores from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. fielded in the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
At their own 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a dump off here complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down by Trey Boston.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.